Hey YouTube, today I wanted to come on and talk to you, particularly mothers or people who is getting sick, about how to make your own chicken and rice soup instead of buying the canned version. And this actually is cheaper over time because you can make it in a stock pot like I have. I bought one bag rather of carrots, just any kind of baby carrots. I use minute rice. I use cilantro and parsley and basil. And I also use some chicken legs that I had baked. And you can bake your chicken, or you can start by boiling it in a separate pan. I always use cooked chicken in mine. I don't use raw chicken. Some creators do. It's just not my style. I was raised different. So I always cook my chicken separately before I add everything together. And it also helps with time once you boil your chicken on the side. I also use some olive oil and 1 stick of butter. I use some chicken broth, reduced sodium. I don't do all the salt, so I use reduced sodium, and then I add my own seasonings. And for the seasoning, again, I use basil, I use parsley, oregano, and I also use celery seeds. I use salt and pepper, and I used a little olive oil and some butter. And I cut up an onion and a bell pepper, and that's it, and that's all the products that I use were very inexpensive. It was not nothing fancy. Now, I'm actually warming it up. I also use some fennel seeds. And fennel is like a very good if you're having like gas, kids having gas or nausea. It's good for the stomach. So, I know I have a spoon that has holes, but let me tell y'all something. This is way better than Campbell's and all the other stuff, Progresso, all of that. It doesn't have as much sodium. It's not bioengineered. It only took me about 30 minutes to 45 minutes to make. Of course, my chicken was already cooked. Now, you can also go by somewhere like Sam's Club or something if you press for time and you need it then, and buy a rotisserie that's already cooked. Make sure when you buy your rotisserie though that it doesn't have all the seasonings. I do not eat Walmart rotisserie, and the simple fact is I'm gluten free. They add a lot of seasoning to theirs. My stomach, it does not agree with it, so I stopped buying them. But I can eat one from Sam's Club because they don't have a lot of extra like seasoning that has like preservatives and things like that. But I just bought some just regular chicken legs, Sanderson Farm, it's Goldie, somebody like that. Regular chicken, Purdue, and just boil them. Well, I baked these. I baked these in the oven, and so I repurposed them. I baked chicken like Christmas Eve, and so it's like the day after Christmas, and I cooked this. I repurposed them, and you can do that. Like, we gotta stop wasting food. But the chicken, it was $5 or something. The carrots was like $1.19. A bell pepper was like 60 or 70 cents. The carrots was $1.19. The onion, onions, I buy like a bag of them. Like, you can get like 4 or 5 onions for maybe $3. And the rice, the minute rice, I think it's like, I bought a big box, so it's gonna be more expensive because I just bought it at Sam's and I've been keeping it over time in bulk. But for a small box of minute rice, it may be like $2. So everything in here was very affordable if you're on a budget. Even if you're not sick and you just want something to eat, that ain't expensive at all. I use this little bottle of olive oil, salt, pepper, oregano, I used a little celery seed that I had in my cabinet, parsley and basil, and 1 stick of butter. The butter cost me for a 4-pack of like 99 cents to $1. I still have 3 packs of butter left. So you put all of it together. Like I said, you're gonna want your chicken already done, and you put it all together in the pot, and you let it simmer for about 30 minutes. So I already have your chicken done. If you boil your chicken, it's gonna take you about, I say, about an hour to boil chicken legs. You can use thighs, you can use wings, you can use whatever. I didn't use a lot of wings because I didn't want a lot of little small bones in mine because I'm giving it to a young child. If you don't want bones at all, you don't have to use chicken legs. I use chicken legs. You can use a chicken breast or a boneless thigh. You can debone your own at home. Save your money. It's easy. We gotta learn how to get back to, but I'm telling you, this here tastes way better than the soup in the can. My son, he was having stomach issues, stomach flu. I've been having a little something too. I got this, and I got some green beans on the side as well. And that, you see, is olive oil in my green beans. Yes, I cook with olive oil in them. It helps stick the seasoning that I use on it. I only use garlic powder, salt, and pepper in my green beans. Tastes wonderful. But just trying to be healthier and take care of the family at home instead of buying stuff that's got bioengineered, whatever, plant-based, whatever, like not plant-based, but like lab-grown, whatever, chemicals, stuff like that. You wash everything off, you cook it, you know where it came from for the most part. You can also add celery. I didn't have celery, so I didn't put it in there, but you can. You can even add kale if you're trying to go a little healthier, anti-inflammatory. This don't have no sugar in it, because I'm big on trying not to have inflammation in my body. And I said that I was going to start eating like this again instead of eating out, making a pot of it where it lasts, you know. Just making a big pot where it'll last a long time. You know, it'll last a week or at least 3 or 4 days, you know, and that's almost a week. Then cook you another type of soup. And you can feed a family of 4 off of it. You can feed a family of 2. You can feed yourself. It don't have to be expensive. You don't have to keep eating nasty ramen noodles and stuff that's killing you. Well, that's my video for today, y'all. See y'all later. Bye.